Hello and welcome to episode 4, where to solve the mystery of the beer bottle bandit, I will play Nancy Drew while playing Manny Calavera, which I am certain is something none of you have ever seen before. But before that, just to start off, I will play this game while using the Drunkenness simulator. It changes everything when you play Manny like that, or as Tim Schafer called it, playing the game the right way. I think those are jazz cigarettes. That's how he stays calm through all the verbal abuse.
Hey, you missed a great poisoning.
Yeah, and you missed a great client. Domino came back from there with a nun.
Híjole, I got a tiny little man with a mean temper and no commission.
Well, at least you don't work for one.
I like how honest Manny is with Ava.
I gotta go hit the bricks.
He just tells her the plain, unembellished truth. He's not that way with everyone. This guy, though, he doesn't deserve honesty. See, when Manny walks in, he turns around all by himself. I didn't touch the mouse, the keyboard, anything. But we have to go in, so we have to override Manny's free will. In real life, you'd probably say hi, but we're gonna look at things instead, like this sweat stain over here in the shape of a tie. He wears a tie over his tank top, and when it gets dirty, he just flips it around backwards so you can't see the stain anymore. That's how classy this fellow is. And nevertheless, he gets Quetzalcoatl in his office, and he gets some girl wearing red with a bird, a pigeon, on her arms. Now that's one I don't get. Maybe you guys can tell me what that's about in the comments. Yeah, make that adventure game rule number 3. Use that opportunity to look at everything else first. Now, why does Domino have a different color message tube?
No messages in Dom's fancy red tube. He's got a lock on it. I can't believe he doesn't trust me.
He appears to be smarter than he looks.
That's some premium-looking scotch.
Have some, Manny, just so you don't forget what premium tastes like.
So he's got a taste for fine things, even though besides his work-related computer, he doesn't own any. Now, I can do this all day. Nothing is gonna happen. There's no drunkenness system in this game. It's not even gonna make a puddle on the floor. But there is a very convenient drunkenness simulator that you can choose to use to simulate drunkenness if you like, called Tank Controls, to which I will be switching now. You see the crosshairs went away, and now I'm using my keyboard to control Manny, using tank controls, and he looks convincingly drunk. You have to talk to Domino using key commands. It looks like this.
Well, at least you're not hitting the bottle anymore.
He just loves that
Charlie,
irony.
How you doing?
So, how'd you make out of the poisoning?
Well, let's just say that Sister Calabaza has a secret passion
For underwater mining.
for trains.
You got a nun?
Hail Mary.
And you sold her a ticket on the number 9 train.
Choo-choo, little buddy.
Is there an adventure game where someone gloats
Say, how'd
and
you
doesn't
score?
regret it? From time to time, Manny gets conversation options like this, that I like to call 2 lies and 1 truth. Kinda like that game, 2 truths and a lie. So, you have a lie, a bigger lie, and the truth. I usually like to have Manny lie as much as possible, have him really betray his bones. But we know that Domino gets all the good clients because of that red tube. He'll just think Manny's an idiot if he tries to say he got 2 nuns. So, luckily we have the aggressive option right here, which we can pick.
None of your business, Hurley.
You're right. What went on between you and, Bruno is your business.
Now, it's entirely a coincidence that the guy's name is Bruno. It has nothing to do with Manny. So he's got no reason to be defensive.
I want to punch you in the mouth.
Oh no, not the Christmas party all over again.
Get a load of this guy. He tries to punch his coworkers and
What
still has a
happened at
job.
the Christmas party.
Blacked out on the whole thing, huh? Maybe you should switch to lemonade, kid.
I'm telling you, it's the tank controls. You really can't see who you're using your inventory items on.
I want to tell you something.
Good. Go on and let it all out, Manny. There's no reason for you to be afraid of me.
Oh, that's not ominous at all. Quite friendly-like.
You know, this used to be my office.
Yeah, I know. I found your name on some comic books in the desk.
You know what they say, comic books today lead to cosplay tomorrow.
I think we should team up. Be partners.
Oh, Manny, I would, but I'm too intimidated. I could never be partners with someone who was so much more of a man than me.
Oh, come on. I've seen your wife.
Just because he picks up guys named Bruno is no reason to reject him. Oh, I see. Domino's in the closet and he's scared that Manny's gonna out
Thank
him.
you for those
Him and
words
his
of wisdom.
masculine wife.
I want to ask you a question.
Shoot, slug.
What did you do to get this job?
You mean what's my secret to success?
No, I mean, how did you screw up and get stuck here at the DOD? What sin did you commit, and how long are you gonna have to work here to pay it off?
Well, I could easily ask the same question of you.
But I don't know the answer. I still don't know what I've done.
Well, how convenient. Then neither do I.
Domino knows. And he's bad to the bone and unrepentant.
Well, that's all I wanted to ask. For now.
Well, kid, come back anytime you feel like continuing your education.
Hey, here's a pun. Limbo is the name of the ship that Manny sails on in year 2.
See you in limbo.
He's remembering the future
We should do
again.
this more often.
He's not drunk at all. See, he's walking completely straight with those tank controls. Keeping on walking down this hallway in a perfectly straight line while using tank controls. Makes me really want to try incompetence for a change.
I can't find my driver.
Manny, do I have to explain your job to you again?
Yes.
Well, the Manuel Calavera that I know picks up people in the land of the living,
Dead people?
preferably, and he brings them here and tries valiantly to sell them the best travel package they qualify for. If he sells them enough premium packages, our hero will be free to leave the land of the dead. Until then, he and I are stuck here having the same conversation over and over again for eternity.
All eternity implies there's no beginning or end. She knows there is a time loop.
So what did you do in life to get stuck here?
What I did back in the fat days is none of your business. You know the rules.
Now, who makes those rules and why is she following them? I don't know, but maybe you can help me out in the comment section.
Well, enough about me. What's your job like?
Like babysitting, except I don't get to watch TV.
That sounds like a management job. She's got a manager's responsibility and the role of a secretary. Before I quit playing with the drunkenness simulator, I'm just gonna park Manny in front of an open elevator for a bit. I've done this in real life a few times when you wait for a stop sign to turn green, and then realize they don't even do that in video games.
Manny, what are you doing?
Safety inspection.
Well, hurry up. You're giving me a migraine.
He doesn't get a hangover, he outsources it to Ava. Okay, I'm done messing with tank controls because there's now a one-eyed demon here who likes to grumble in Hank Williams lyrics.
I'll never get out of this place. You and your fancy suits and your nose holes way up in the air, sticking your empty beer bottles down the message tubes. How fancy is that? Huh? Don't you boys upstairs realize the tube switcher is a sophisticated and delicate piece of machinery?
Huh?
You think you're better than me?
No.
Good.
This is significant that Manny doesn't think he's better than the demon, because in year 4 we learn that Domino believes otherwise. Of course, Domino is a white guy, but Manny only looks and dresses like one. If you're gentle on the controls, he turns around and faces the fire extinguisher all by himself.
Warning. Fire system. Do not touch.
Warnings in adventure games are simply instructions. So, let's take the hint and pick it up. And this was the first puzzle I ever had to cheat on, because in the original with the tank controls there were no hotspots here. You had to actually walk up to the machine in just the right spot to see the red tube.
Not picking that up.
So I'd try the door a few times, kept going around in circles for a bit. All because I didn't know that you can walk up to it in this one area and then you can see the tube. Because with tank controls it wasn't obvious that there is anything over here to see. So this tube system discriminates against Manny. These guys, they actually installed hardware into the building itself to prevent Manny Calavera from succeeding. The demon seemed a bit upset that somebody was shoving beer bottles down the server tubes. Now, who could have done a thing like that? Let's play this like a mystery and find out. The first step is to recreate the crime itself. Let's see what is actually going on to find out who has the means to do it. Manny doesn't have any beer bottles, but maybe something else will do, just for the demonstration. And then the beer bottle bastard must have done something like this. This would be followed by a small evil laugh.
Look out below.
And if those were glass instead of harmless breadcrumbs? Do you think Manny's getting ideas? I think Manny's getting ideas. He likes to copy other criminals.
My boss is always giving me these motivational sales books. They bought the farm, now sell them the cows. Stuff like that.
Domino's red tube makes these books over here look totally different.
Read them already. Didn't help.
Do you think he's got Art of the Deal in there? Or do you think maybe Kopal didn't give him that one? He's trying so incredibly hard to be the phoniest salesman he can possibly be. And it's all for nothing because Domino's red tube channels all the wins to Domino. So let's return back to the important question of who is the server saboteur? Is it Domino? Is it Domino and his fancy suit and nose hole stuck up in the air that is throwing down the beer
That's
bottles?
some premium-looking scotch.
The flaw with that
man,
theory
just
is
so you don't forget
Domino
what
doesn't
premium
drink beer.
tastes like.
And then there's the question of motive. Domino is benefiting from the server system. Why would he sabotage it? Moving along this way, we come to Kopal's office. Kopal certainly looks and sounds like a beer drinker.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
But there is one flaw with the idea that he did it this time.
You know, Copal's not really in his office.
Sweetheart, I know what you're up to.
Playing Nancy
You're
Drew?
trying to get me away from my desk so you can link all my paper clips together again. Grow up, darling.
Copal couldn't have done it because he wasn't there. And that leaves only one suspect, Ava. She has a message tube, just like everybody else does. And her message tube has the flag in the up position. She has a message in her message
The one
tube.
about the poisoning?
Yeah.
I only have one other message for you, Manny. I'm not your secretary. I don't take your messages. So get it through your thick skull and stop forwarding your phone to me.
All right. But that sounded more like 4 messages to me.
That sounded like a bit of an overreaction to me. Don't you think so? I am, not going to ask that. I mean, come on, let's have some decency. You have to play the game yourself if you want to pick that one.
So, you going to the Christmas party?
After the spectacle you made of yourself last year, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
So, watching a drunk Manny lose control of his repressed emotions and try to serve Domino a knuckle sandwich to chew on is Ava's unmissable entertainment. Does Ava sound like somebody who would troll the demons in the server room by throwing beer bottles down the tubes? I do believe that I have now conclusively proven that the beer bottle bandit is actually a beer bottle bitch.
Any good gossip?
Well, I heard Domino got a raise.
Por favor, tell me some good news, why don't you?
I still love you.
You're all I really need, belleza.
And he's being honest again.
Well, I gotta go hit the bricks.
That's all Manny really needs. For the office troll to pretend to love him and flirt with him in a heterosexual way. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you liked the Drunkenness Simulator. And if you did, please do so literally by liking this video. Also, let me know what you think about the idea that Ava is the beer bottle bandit or bitch, because the online consensus is that Domino, who is smart enough to keep his tube locked, is also willfully trying to sabotage the system that he put in place with Copal to keep Manny down. So, please share my video as proof that this just can't be so. But whatever you do, don't subscribe, because asking you to subscribe now is too predictable. But you know what? You don't have to listen to me. You can just hit that bell anyway. Next time, we will see Manny fall in love through red tube. Or does he? For some reason, he just keeps insisting that he's not in love.